Okay, here I am. Let's see what's going on. Why, oh why? You know, there we are. So we may be hey Chris Travis, hey non-fam. So the issue I have tonight is, yeah, I'm live, but I'm not able to go live on my XSplit software for some reason. I'm getting an error that says I've exceeded my quota, and I have no clue what that means because as far as I know, I've got no quota. So anyways, that's not a big deal. I'm streaming directly from YouTube, and I don't think I can switch cameras while I'm streaming. So we're just stuck with this camera view, unfortunately. I had it all set up for my overhead and my secondary camera, but man, YouTube decided to throw me a wrench tonight, so that's all right. Hey Mark, how you doing? I was just saying that things aren't going quite as planned because I can't use my other cameras because my Xstream software in cohorts with YouTube, adapt and overcome, you got it. So we'll go with this one camera tonight for this build, and we will make it work. So, okay, well, thank you for popping in and welcome. I'm going to build, or as I said in my promo ad, I'm going to attempt to build the Ender 3 version 2. I've never built an Ender printer ever. I've never used an Ender. Well, that's not true. I built an Ender 5, but the Ender 3 and the Ender, I've never built an Ender 3. And there's a little bit more involved than an Ender 5. So we'll see how this goes. Damn, I just want to see if there's any way I can switch cameras in here, and I don't think so. Nope. Let's just do a shout out here. Hang on 1 second. There we go. And there we go. Okay. I'm adapting and overcoming, as Chris said. Easier than building. Oh, I know. It took me 8 hours to build my Prusa. So this shouldn't be too difficult at all. So, okay, without any further ado, damn, and I had a nice overhead camera set up for the unboxing and everything. But anyways, let's get this going, and let's not waste any time. Oh. Okay, so how's everybody doing tonight? Pretty good, I imagine. I had a late night last night. The dog kept me up. Woke me up in the middle of the night. Okay, let's get this. That foam is in there nice and tight. There we go. Instruction manual. Been on vacation since last Friday. Oh, okay. I assume it's a staycation because probably weren't allowed to go anywhere. And all the standard Creality propaganda. November 30th. Oh, that's a nice long. I think hopefully that was a voluntary break that long, but nice. Yeah, very cool. I don't know. I haven't. I've just taken some days here and there. I haven't really taken a vacation per se. Okay, here we have. Oh, that's tight. Oh, they packed this stuff really well. There we have the touch screen. Essential work, so you've been working this whole time. Yeah, okay, so have I in my business, yeah. Yep, well, that's good. I'm glad. Then at least you're getting some good, well-deserved time off then. That's great. Okay. Boy, I can't say they didn't pack this stuff well. There's the extruder, and that looks like the XN stop or something. We'll figure that out. Okay. And we got some rails. Looks like the 20 by 20s. And, oh, typical Creality spool holder. And it looks like I'm going to pull the bed and the hot end out now. I love that new hot end design. That's cool looking. Looks like it's the same old hot end inside, but they just redesigned the fans and or the encasing. Yeah, nice. Okay. Okay. There'll be the bed. Oh, secret compartment. Okay, here's the rest of the stuff. There's the Z stepper with the coupler for the Z rod, power cord, some wheels. We got your standard Creality scraper and your standard Creality toolkit with a acupuncture needle. I probably don't have to open that. I got so many of these toolkits. Let's put this over here. And that looks like that is the belt tensioner for the X-axis. Cool. And it's our hardware with what I'm sure is high quality sample filament. And oh, there's the that's the rest of the extrusion. So where? Oh! I was just saying to myself, "Where's the Z rod?" But it's hiding in the extrusion. Okay, there we go. And there's the Z rod. Cool. The Z thread. And I think that's it. Okay. Let's open up a few things here. Let's discover what's going on. Let me unwrap these aluminum extrusions, or whatever you want to call them. I call them aluminum extrusions. He did an install at a company in Oshawa whose owner was also overly educated. Ah, overly educated. Oh, overly as in school educated. Oh, I get what you mean. I thought you meant like he had too much education. Okay. Mark and I go way back. We went to the same high school 150 years ago. So, yeah. He's way out in eastern Canada, and I'm way out in western Canada. We have known each other for, I would say, at least 40 years now, if not more. Okay. There's our 10 by 20s. I think these are 10 by 20s. Yeah, I think those are 10 by 20s. Anyways, I'm not into the technical crap. I just build these things. As it said on our buttons, yes. Okay. We got the sample filament. Ooh, that landed right in the box. We got it's a micro SD card with a USB adapter. this back here. That looks like the Z limit switch. Filament advancement knob, technical term. And we have, oh look, could it be? They actually labeled their screws, M545, M416, wow, M418, M58, wow, no guessing on the screws, that's awesome. Good job, Creality. Nice. Oh, these are 2020s. Oh, 2020 and 2040. Okay, well, that gave it away. So they're 2020 extrusions, 2040 extrusions. There we go. These are the end caps for the 2020s when it's all assembled. Nozzles and Bowden tube couplers. More screws. Some M5 T-nuts. And the, since that's the Y belt, I'm going to guess that's the X belt. Okay. Let's see how easy or difficult this is to do. Yes, I have to read the manual. I've never assembled one of these before, and I could probably wing it, but I said this could be entertaining if you watch my ad promo video, or promo ad video, whatever you want to call it. So let me take a drink of water. Maker Viking, how you doing? Thank you for popping in. You're in for some entertainment, possibly. I've got to put all these pieces together to make a working printer. I think it'll work. I think it'll be fine. As Non-Fam said, if I could put, or no, Chris said, as Chris Travis said, if I could put together a Prusa, I could put together one of these. Well, he said it's easier than building a Prusa, so. Okay, step one, installation of Z-axis limit switch kit and Z-axis profiles. Okay, put the end stop sensor Z on the left axis like the picture above, and then use the 4 pieces screw M5x45 to fit Z-axis with the base. Okay, sounds simple enough. M5x45. One, two, three, four. They got the lock washers built into them, or as they call them, spring washers. I call them lock washers. Whatever floats your boat. And it looks like they give, either that's for something I don't know, or they give a spare, because it's usually going to be 2 for the railings. So, according to the picture, I take the railing that doesn't have the 2 holes. Okay, so this one's got the 2 holes, and according to the picture, this is going to go on this side. This one, with the 2 holes on the bottom, which, so this is going to go on this side, so I can only assume that these 2 holes, if I was a betting man and I snuck ahead, yep, these 2 holes are what are going to hold the Z stepper driver motor. So this is going to go on this way. So let's open up that Z-axis limit switch. It has the T-nuts already built onto it. And I need some tools. I'm not going to open the new ones. I'm going to use my old ones. Is FlashForge PLA any good? I've not used FlashForge's PLA, but FlashForge makes decent printers, and they are a brand name, or a reputable company. So I would try it for sure. I just haven't come across any. Oops, wrong size. I just haven't come across any myself. Oh, come on, I don't have this size. There we are. But yeah, if you find it for a decent price, I would say okay. Spools don't fit my regular holder though, so I had to cut out the center. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have funny size spools, do they? So we loosen these from the T-nuts, and then according to the picture, this is going to go this way, and this is going to mount on the rail this way. That makes sense because Z is going to come down and hit that end stop. Perfect. and this gets mounted flush to the bottom. Okay, let's do this. And hopefully everybody can see everything. My intention was to have a couple of different camera angles tonight, but I can't stream from Xstream. I got to figure out what's going on, so I ended up streaming directly from YouTube. So, which I guess is going to work okay. So these guys are on there. So this means this Allen wrench stripped. So while the ball fits, that's all that matters. I can get those tight enough. So this means that Canada Computer sells 0.5 kilograms for 20 bucks. That's actually expensive. Look on, you don't have an Amazon account, but I know you don't have an Amazon account, but if you look on Amazon and see something you like, or I can recommend some, I can buy it for you, Mark, and ship it to you. I don't mind doing that at all. And I have an Amazon Prime membership, so I get free shipping anywhere. So it looks like these are going to be, I like this because if I want to put a, which I'm going to eventually, hey, look, wham bam, 235 by 235. So if I want to put a wham bam on there and I need my Z to come down a little lower or whatever, I can adjust my Z end stop by loosening those two screws. I like that. Good. It's not a fixed end stop. Okay. Okay, install Z-axis limit switch. Now we're going to put the end stops of that, then the 4 pieces of screws to attach the rails to the base. Okay, fair enough. So we'll hang this over so I can see the screw holes. There we go. This might not be so bad after all. Let me get these cables out of the way first. There we go. Hopefully everybody can hear me fine. Yeah, you should be able to. I got the mic right above my head here. I'm paranoid because I couldn't get the other cameras working, so. Oh, come on, missed. Line up. There we go. Well, what is that? I must be missing the hole. That's what she said. Yeah, this is not that that's anything really nasty, but hey, come on, get in that hole. There we are. Come on. I'm not even going to say what I was doing. Anyways, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Okay, yeah, I've never tried the flash forge, so I don't know. They did send me 2 spools of filament with the printer. I'm going to leave those a little, no, I'm not going to leave those loose because I'll square it up after once I get everything on. So they did send me 2 spools of filament with this printer. Not that one. I'm trying to think of which ones it was. Oh, right here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think this is. I haven't used this, but this came with my FlashForge Creator 3, and that looks like a standard size spool to me, but that might not be FlashForge brand. They could have outsourced to a third party. So, but yeah, there's a lot of good filaments out there for decent prices. Also check. Okay, Mika. Mika, you don't tell anybody else that, okay? Yeah, you caught me. Mark, also try a company called filaments.ca. They are out your way, and they carry a huge variety of filament, and they're house filament. Don't get the EcoTough PLA. Bad experience. I can explain it another time, but yeah, filaments.ca, they carry some good filaments. So this goes with the holes towards the printer, and the short portion goes to the bottom, and the long portion goes to the top. Okay, fair enough. And we got the right size hex key. This time, you know, my goal is to make any stream I do as entertaining as possible, and if I can do that by mixing up hex keys and, like y'all saw on Saturday night, having fun with a multimeter and causing smoke out of a 3D printer, which I returned to Amazon, by the way, hey, then I've met my goals. Not that I want every 3D printer to smoke. No, that was a rookie mistake. Okie dokie. Oh, somebody ordered food upstairs. I sense a skip the dishes driver just dropped in. Okay, we have our 20 by 40s in. So far, so good. Autodrop 3D, how you doing? Hey, Mike, thanks for popping in. Join the fun. Okie dokie. And everybody, if you have not, this side, it's backwards on my screen. Hit the like button, please, please. If I make you smile, if I make you laugh, if I make you think, man, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And subscribe if you want to see some more fun. Okay, install the pneumatic joint, XE axis kit, and synchronous belt. I kid you not. Install pneumatic joint XE axis kit and I can't even say that word, synchronous belt. Basically, what they want me to do is install the X and extruder axis. No, hang on. Did I miss a step? Yeah, I missed a step. Back up one page. Install X-axis motor kit and Type T screw and T-type screw. So basically, they want me to put the threaded rod into the Z coupler motor and then install it. Okay, makes sense. So we're going to take the Z rod. Did I see your last post? No. Nope. Hey, Canadian Prairie Software. Thank you very much. This is I'm new to streaming, and I'm new to doing builds on air. So thank you. I appreciate that comment. There's the Z screw. We can give it the test. Ooh, it looks pretty straight. Looks pretty straight. There's the Z-axis stepper motor coupler. Goes in there nicely. We'll tighten this down. We'll use the right size Allen key this time. Look at this, first guess. Da, da, da. I can't tell you whether that's a 5mm or 4. I don't know. Anyways, all I know is it's working. Okay, I'll check the bottom one just to make sure. Oh yeah, that bottom one is super tight. Snug this up. Don't want that to come loose. There we go. Okay. I need to put, wrong page. Lock the T-shaped screw rod into the Z-axis motor component. I did. Then I used two M4x18 screws to slightly lock the Z-axis motor component into the profile as shown above. Okay, it makes sense. So we're going to take this. There we go. So squish all my wires. We're going to take M4 by 18. M4 by 18. No, that's not the right one. Yeah, it is. And that's M416. That's M58. Where's my M4 by 18s? Or is this type so small that I'm reading it wrong? M4 by 18 screws. Should be two of them. Right there. Thank goodness they labeled these bags. Hey, Can 3D Print. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, hopefully this doesn't take me forever. No, it shouldn't. It's going pretty good. So we're going to install the Z-axis motor into here, into those. And let's play the guessing game for the Allen wrench size. And I'm going to guess this one. Nope. This one that I was going to use? Yes, of course. Always go with your first instinct. Okay. Just going to go in here, lift that up slightly. There we go. That second one. Nice. Look at that. Now it says slightly lock the Z-axis motor component on the profile. Slightly lock. What does slightly lock mean? Snug? Okay, I just won't over tighten because it is a plastic piece. And we are going into aluminum profiles that have been tapped. And if you tighten screws too tight into aluminum, aluminum is a very soft metal and you can strip it very easy. It doesn't look very straight. It'll straighten itself out when I put the doomer thingy down on the doomer thingy. Canon computer lists two versions. Flashforge PLA one is there, Pro at 20 for half kilogram spool and 25 for 1 kilogram spool of standard filament. 25 bucks isn't bad Canadian, if they include shipping. That's not bad, but do beware. With filament, I found, and I live by this, that you get what you pay for. Just my honest opinion. Okay, page 3. This is the install pneumatic joint XE axis kit and synchronous, whatever that word is, belt. Okay, so we got to take this doomer thingy, which is the X and the extruder axis, and we have to hold it so the extruder is up this way. This way. There we go. We're going to open our belt. Okay, and we're going to run the belt. What? Why are you throwing this in there now? Tighten the tube connector by open end wrench. They want me to throw the pneumatic tube in on the end of the extruder. I can do that later. I'm going to skip that step right now. That's not a critical step at this point. So feed the belt through first, which kind of makes sense. So we feed the belt through on the top. Oh, you can pick up. Okay, well, there you go. It's not bad. When you go to the store to look, depending on what they have at the store, see if they can show you a print that's been made with that filament and just judge for yourself. And I mean, try it. It's 25 bucks. It's probably a good filament to start for your first time, just for doing some test prints and learning and stuff. And if prints mess up, etc., it's not a real expensive filament. So, okay. Now fix the XE axis kit with 2 pieces M416 screw. Put the timing belt through the XE axis kit, which is directions same as the picture. Okay, so the XE axis belt. This is going to be, the short one's going to be the top. Yep. Longer one's going to be the X. So this is going to go, so there's the indent for that nut, or for that screw. And so I need 2 by M416 screws. And those M416s right there. Look at that. Thank goodness they label their bags. Otherwise, I'd be pulling out my Prusa cheat sheet. Prusa provides a really cool page with a layout so you can lay your screws right on it and actually see what size they are. So this has got to go around the belt. Locks in like this. Oh, there we go. Okay. And this guy, okay, that's those holes. That's why there's holes through both sides of these. Because, well, that belt I can fix after, because I have to get the screw started, and then I got to stick the wrench through that hole. See if I can do this with my fingers. Oh, strike one. Maybe this way would be easier. Man, I got big fingers. Oh, there we go. This size wrench, please be this size wrench. I've already had Allen wrench embarrassment once. It's too big. This one. Come on. What? Okay, hold on. That is the right size. I told you this was going to be entertaining. Man, it's just a matter of getting that. Holy cow. Oh, there we go. There's the trick. Start it by hand. Or so I thought. Oh, is there a screw gauge, Chris? Okay, I'll have to look for that. But I don't think any screw gauge is going to help me right now. Jeez. Huh. Okay, maybe if I try the other hole first. And this is where these are supposed to go. It's my fingers. Try another screw. If first I don't succeed, try another screw. Okay. See? See? Put that screw away and try another screw and it goes in. So I can blame the screw. There, one in should make it easier for this next one to go in. It's going to go right in under, you know what? I'm going to take some tweezers. Prusa printers, yeah, screw them, LOL. I'm going to take some tweezers. Look at that. Tweezers beat fat fingers. Every time. There we go. Okay, snug those up. They have lock washers on them as well, so I don't have to overly crank them. As long as those washers engage. There we go. Okay. We got that part done. The pneumatic fitting. Forget it. I don't need to worry about that. Nozzle kit. Nozzle. I don't know why this sounds like muzzle top. Nozzle kit. Nozzle kit. Nozzle kit. I know which way this goes. So this has got to go on. The belt's got to loop around. The nozzle's got to slide onto the X-rail. Hello. What? I'm live. You're welcome to come and say hello.
No. Where's the camera at?
Camera's right here. We get the nozzle kit on. I couldn't get my Xtreme to work, so I can't use multiple cameras, so I'm just using this one camera. My wife is over. My wife is right here. She wants a kiss goodnight, and she's too shy to come in front of the camera. Give me a second. We're just going to pause for a quick romantic break. Love you.
I love you.
Bye, honey.
Night night.
Night night.
Have fun.
Okay, there we go. That was what I call a quickie.
That is not a quickie.
Romance pause, yeah. Okay, with that out of the way, oh man, I'm hot now. I need a drink. Whew. But it is hot down here. This basement's usually quite cool, but this sweater gets me warm pretty quick. And maybe it was just her. Okay, now that we have that on, okay, makes sense. Now we have to put this, what are these guys called? The Z-axis passive block. Z-axis passive block. Put the synchronous belt into the profile along with the wheel of the nozzle kit. When pushing it onto the middle as shown in figure, the lock Z-axis passive block 1 M4x16 screw. And that's what we have right here. So this guy goes, oh, that sort of sits nice and snug right in there. In there, 1 M4x16 screw. Okay. I had to call today, no power to compressor. Checking power switch, I found a loose screw. Then I thought I stripped the threads, but it never had threads to begin with. I've done that before. You're screwing it in, screwing it in, screwing it in, screwing it in. And it's like, crap, this thing won't grip. And it's like, oh, there's no threads. Okay. That I've got, that I've got. I think I've got all the steps for this page. Look at that, starting to look like a 3D printer. Making me look like I know what I'm half doing. Maybe. Okay, install X-axis tensioner. Ooh, cool. That's this guy. X-axis tensioner. So we have the tensioner. We're going to have a hexagon socket, flat round head, spring washer, combination screw, M4x16. That is, well, don't roll away on me. That's one of these again. Hexagon socket countersunk, M4x14 × 1. I don't see a bag unless, oh, it is. It's in this bag. Okay. This is the most complicated part. Okay. We'll see. Let's see if I figure this out. So there's the M4x14 flathead they want. Okay. We pop this off, looks like. I see how this works. This will pop out of there. Okay. Ah, so the belt loop's around here, and this thing kind of, ah, that's actually kind of smart. Why didn't I think of that? Because I'm not Creality. Okay. I just love how they say some of these things. Insert the timing belt as into the tensioner block and put it into the X-axis tensioner together with the timing belt. Tighten it with a plastic hand screw nut. A plastic hand screw nut. Lock Z path. I'm just going to look at the pictures. It's easier. Okay. And it's pretty obvious anyways how this works. So this belt has got to go in behind this for sure. Okay. And then this is going to go back in here, but this is going to go, let's see, it's got a slot cut in here. So this slot, you don't get your quick set anymore as we don't live together, damn COVID. Okay, too bad. This goes in here this way because this slot's going to ride up. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. There's really only one way this can go. Oh, plus that's the only one way that can fit in there. Okay, so let's get this back in here. Screw this back on here. Probably leave that loose since we want a loose belt to begin with. And then bring this under here. Slide that like that. Okay. And then that's where this M16 goes, or M14, whatever, this nut. Quickies. Oh, quickies. I thought it said quick set. Quickest. So this tightens the eye. See, okay, so that goes there. And then Mr. Flathead has to go on this side to pull this in nice and snug. Okay. Like that. Very cool. Okay, I like that. Okie doke. Yada yada yada. The location coupler sleeve of synchronous belt. In other words, attach the belt to the hot end carriage. Yeah, okay. So basically, take the belt, make sure I'm wrapped around, and we're going to attach the belt to the hot end carriage, like that. And, oh, still need a little bit more play in there. Well, that's going to be, there we go. And come on, belt. Oh boy, not a lot of play in there. So that tells me that there's going to be a lot of room, there we go, for stretching this belt, which is good. Now I'm just going to use this to give it a little push. Maybe not that, maybe this. There we go. So we basically just put the belt into the notches on the bottom of the hot end assembly here. So now that just allows for, that's probably a little tight. No, that's not tight. That's as loose as that belt goes. It's not bad. Smooth anyways. Okay. Well, look at that. I haven't even put it. Oh, I see a problem. Oh, there we go. Aha. Had a little twist in the belt. Now I can snug the belt up a bit. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Okay, just had a little twist in the belt on this end. Okay. Well, oh, come on, mouse. Mouse. Most complicated part done then. If that was the most complicated part, I'm happy. Okay, now install the X-axis moving kit and adjust the tightness of the X-axis, Y-axis tensioners. So basically take the 5th step assembled components, take the 2nd step assembled components. Okay, basically it wants me to put the X-axis down the Z-axis, X and Y down the Z-axis. Yeah, that. In other words, basically what I'm going to do is we're ready to take this and assemble it down onto this. Let's get our threaded rod in the right spot. And there we go. Make the Z-axis moving kit, insert the 2 ends of the Z-axis profile along the V-wheel on both sides, as shown in the figure above. The profile moves smoothly up and down along the Z-axis, and it will not fall. That's a bold statement. It will not fall, but hey, look, they're right. It will not fall. And it is moving. That's actually very smooth. Very smooth. The other thing I've noticed, too, unlike a couple other printers I've built in the past, is I might check them. They might be a bit tight, but the eccentric nuts do not seem to need adjusting. There's no play at all in that. There's no play in any of these wheels. So either that's good or the eccentric nuts may need a little loosening. I don't want it to be too tight, but you don't want it to be too loose either. So, okay, it's starting to look like a printer. Yeah. If you like it so far, hit the like button, please, and subscribe for more fun. I'm just getting in the habit of saying all that. So extra screw, spare screw. There was another spare screw here somewhere, right here, spare screw. I think I'm going to start a spare screw bag. There we go. And I like keeping these bags. You just never know. I got a ton of them, but you never know. Okay. Next. Okay. We got that done. Tension the belts. Well, the Y-axis belt. You can hear that. That's pretty tight. That don't need no more tensioning. And X-axis. That's pretty good. It's not overly tight. And it's still running smooth. I think that's good. You don't see a like. Oh my God, I'm going to be insulted. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Ah, there, I just went and liked myself. How pathetic is that, that I gotta go like myself? Come on, people. No, I'm sure people have liked it. It may not show up, depending on oh, YouTube might have blacklisted you, Mark. I don't know. But there were some likes there. Yes. Thank you, everybody. That's that. Step 7, install the gantry profile display kit. Oh, I get to put the top on. Okay. And it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter which way, because the screws are going to sink into this part here. And let's see. Oh, that almost looks like I'm not going to have to stretch that out at all. And I don't even have to read which screws, because it's kind of obvious. So it's the spare screw bag. Here we go. And these are going to be this key. Yes. 2 for 2, 3 for 3, whatever it is. I shall never mistake a key again. That one. We'll go to this outside one. Oh, nice. That went in nice. Oh, I almost bumped my head on my mic. Can you see the mic in the picture? Oh, yeah, you can see the tip of the mic. Who's messaging me? Mark Flanagan. I can't read that. I'll read it after. I'll read it after the thread, or when this print, while the printer's printing the test sample file, which I have no clue what it is because I haven't seen the card yet. But knowing Creality, it's a dog They use a dog for one of their test files. I've seen, I don't know if Creality uses the XYZ calibration cube. Done. Check your phone to see what you see. Check your phone to see what you see. Let's see what you see. Do you see what I see? Oh yeah, but the likes are below the video. Ah, see, they're being cut off on your screen. You're broadcasting on like a 78-inch screen or something there. And I don't think you're seeing the actual bottom of the YouTube screen where the likes are and the subscribe button is. Okay, we got that on. Plop, 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 plop. What? No, I'm going to go out of order. Right now it wants me to put the screen on, but I'm going to put these end caps on first. Look at these cool guys. I like these little finishing touches. You know, it's like a 2-cent part, but finishes off that end really nice. Covers up that bare aluminum. There we go. Chromecast. Oh, okay. Okay, I need my gantry profile. Yeah, gantry profile times 1. Yeah, well, I already put the top on. Display kit and hexagon socket head spring washer combination screw. Yeah, I've got those. I've got those. Okay, connect the display cable. Goes on the bottom side there. Connects there. So the display. Oh, that's cool. It actually comes off of the mount. Oh, I like that. So a person could actually put the display anywhere. And these already come with the, looks like M4 screws with some T-nuts. Just loosen off these T-nuts. Now this, according to the picture, because the instructions are as clear as mud, this looks like it goes one on the bottom and the other on the top too. Okay, so we just got to line these guys up. Slide in, slide in, slide in. There we go. I think it's going to be easier if I tilt this over a bit. Yeah, there we go. I'll get those tightened up. Now the trick I found with T-nuts is you have to give it a real quick spin first, so the T-nut catches. Because if you go slow, the T-nut's going to rotate and just come right back out of the extrusion. So a little quick spin, there we go, and it locks in. Look at that, like a pro. Okay, we got that mounted. End, but on the other side toward the front. On the other side, this side? No. Oh crap. Oh boy. You see, I've never built one of these before. Thanks, non-fam. Anyways, that is how you don't put this on. See, I told you this was going to be entertaining. And you know what? It was going so good. It was going so good until I lost my focus. But hey, no big deal, right? Nobody saw that. I'll cut that out of the final version of the video. Well, you know what? There we go. That's what live video, that's what makes live so much fun. There we go. Thank you, non-fam. I would have caught that, I'm sure, when I went to turn the printer on. There we go. Yep. One of these days, I'll do one without any major mess-ups, but hey. That's better. I was just seeing if you guys were paying attention. Okay, yeah, that does look better. Now there's supposed to be, I saw under here, ribbon cable. Yep. Throw the ribbon cable on the back. And just like that. Nice. Nice. Okay. Oh, yes, right. The drawer, the tool drawer. What a cool little feature. Hang on, let me, there we go. For those who, everybody's seen it, but look, nice tool drawer right in the front for putting all your tools and stuff in. Spare nozzles, tools. Pride when you have to swallow it when you make a mistake like I just did. Yeah, it is good fun, Mika. Always good fun. If I wasn't having fun doing this, wouldn't be doing it. It's all in good fun. Okay. Got that mounted. Install material rack, gantry cover, and indication knob. Gantry cover, I've got the gantry cover put on. Material rack, no problem. And indication knob. Indication knob. I would have called it an extruder knob, but they call it an indication knob. Okay. So we have some T-nuts. I've put many of these on before, so I know exactly how these go, and I know which side of the printer they go on. Oh, I keep missing my garbage box. So we will throw this in, get the T-nut started. They announced another lockdown in our province today. Schools grades 7 and up are finished school at the end of November, next Monday, until January 11th. But younger kids can stay in school so that the parents don't have to worry about what to do when they're out of school. And they're restricting, there's no indoor gatherings of any kind for the next 3 weeks. And they're restricting restaurant, gyms, etc., different small businesses to 25% of their provincial fire allowance rating. So if the fire department says you're allowed 100 people in here, they're only allowed 25 people in their establishment. So they had to put some strict enforcements in because Alberta is becoming a hot spot of the country, unfortunately. So, okay. This goes over, so basically just like this. I don't like when the unfinished side faces the front, but yeah, that's the way it goes. That's just a fact of a fact. Here we go. Taking this in. Wow, this is not as bad a build as I thought. No, it's only been not even an hour. Good. And of course we put this guy on. Come on. There we go. Instant spool holder. Quick and easy. Okay. Spool holder. Yada yada. Oh, don't forget the indication knob. Okay, indication knob. Good. Step 9. Wire connections. Oh, I better back up. Otherwise I'm going to forget this and nobody will ever forgive me. I got to put the Bowden tube coupler in. The one I missed in step 2 or something. So Bowden tube coupler, I'll get one of those little clips. Thank you Creality for, I'll hold this up, you guys will know what I mean, but these Bowden tube coupler clips. These guys always include them with their printers. The Arions back here, good printer, but little things like they don't include this Bowden tube clip, and I've already had one Bowden tube slip out. So that's less than a penny for them to provide a part like that. So I've emailed and suggested they do that. So we'll put that on, and that's going to be tightened up. There we go. Just so I don't forget that step. Now we're going to do the wiring, which should be pretty simple. Should be pretty big. Actually, let's just, while we're here, let's throw this in, and we'll throw this clip on. One upgrade I will do, just because I prefer it. I'll keep this Bowden tube as long as I need to if I have issues, but I do have Capricorn tube that I prefer. I just find the filament slides, it's got a little bit more, I guess, give to it. So anyways, that's just personal preference. Wiring, yes. Okay, so this should be pretty straightforward. We have extruder, we have X-axis, and if these guys have done a good job, we're going to have E for extruder. Down here, we have the Z-axis, and look at that, we have Z, goes in the back of the Z-axis motor. X goes to X. Oh, underneath. Come on. Oh, turn it around the right way helps. It's a little tight fit. Come on. There we go. Now we have the X end stop. Okay, I've seen these before, so you won't be able to see too well because I don't have my close-up camera, but the X end stop plug goes way inside, and there's no way on earth that my fingers are going to get in there with a plug. Little trick I learned from all my YouTube buddies is I just take a tiny Allen key, and in the center of these end stop plugs, it's a vacant hole. Plug it in like that, and I just use this as a little aid to get in there and plug that end stop in. Then I can push it in and make sure it's on. So yeah, little trick I learned, kind of handy. And then we have up here the Z end stop, limit switch. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. No more wiring. Whoa. Okay. It's built. 1 hour, 3 minutes. Woohoo! First time. It's built. The guy I bought these off said he sets it up in a half hour, but I'll bet he doesn't have to read the book. Wow, less than 1 hour to build. Yeah, I guess so, because I chatted a bit first, didn't I? And with all the interruptions, etc. If I was doing this without live streaming, I'd probably have this, what, 45 minutes. That's not bad. Okay. Couple things I was going to mention. I'll mention them as I go. So let's get the build plate off of here. I like these little spring clips. Oh, look at that. As I say, this is Creality's sort of standard glass build plate. It's not bad when it works if you keep it clean. It actually works and it gives a pretty nice texture. But as I say, I'm probably going to get, I have a couple of these spare Wham Bams from my old CR20 Pro printers from 2 years ago. And that's a perfect 235 fit. I just need to get the magnetic base from Wham Bam to put on there, or whoever. But Wham Bam's magnets are really good. So I'll probably end up doing that. But for now, we're going to go with what they gave me. So we'll put that on, clip that back in, and clip that back in. Okay. Oh. Okay. Done with these tools for now. So one thing, and this I can throw, actually, that's a nice, seems like a nice piece of heat shrink tubing that Z rod was in. Anyways, that'd be hoarding if I kept it. One tip I'm going to give everybody, or you guys know these. There's going to be 3 things I change on this, not tonight, but 3 things I'm going to change just based on my knowledge and watching people. And they were tips that I learned from Neary's Chris, watching his videos. And I think it's really sound advice. The extruder that's on this is basically a mold injected plastic. And these will tend to wear out after a while. So, well, there's a little wire filter there. So one thing that I will be upgrading to is an all metal dual gear extruder. I've got a few of them. I ordered these online, and I ordered these from the US, I believe. And it was so cheap with shipping that I just ordered a bunch of them and brought them in. So I have extra. So Mark, if you do get one of these, don't buy this. I'll ship this to you if you're interested. No charge. I mean, I've got extras that I'm not going to need. And the other thing, right up here. For those of you who have these, and this is probably common knowledge, but I'm just going to share it anyways. On the bed, they have springs underneath for tightening your bed, loosening and tightening your bed. The springs that come on this thing are crap. They're loose. These knobs, I don't like when they turn so easy, because it's easy enough if you bump your printer. It's easy to knock them out of level. But so I recommend these springs. I don't even know what they're called. Again, Chris Neary's from Today's 3D Print. This was his advice, and it's great advice. Buy these springs and replace these springs on your bed with these yellow ones. Oh, damn, if I was on Xtreme, I could show you, because I had a web page all set up. But I get these. You can get these on Amazon. So I'll be replacing those springs with these, but I won't do it tonight. And I did buy 2 of these printers. I have another one in the box at the office I got to build tomorrow. So and I'll be replacing it on that one as well. And then the other thing that I'm going to replace, and it's not a big deal, but these are so cool, is these on my dyno. These are aluminum cast leveling knobs. So I'm going to replace the plastic with these. I'll put these on my Ender 5. I just find them a lot, I don't know, more aesthetically pleasing to turn. And they look cool, and they add a little splash of color. So again, these can be bought on Amazon. I will post a link to the video below after I'm done streaming. So I was going to post it, but XSplit sort of made me change everything I had to do. Okay, we got that done. Bed leveling is next. So before we bed level, we got to heat the nozzle. I always heat the nozzle and the bed to level, because of course what happens when you heat the nozzle, you're going to get some expansion. When you heat the bed, you're going to get some expansion. Glass, I don't know. Any physicists out there tell me will the glass expand a little bit? But anyways, I heat it anyways. So I'm going to plug it in, and we will keep our fingers crossed that we're going to get power. Plug it in. Sound like a Glade commercial. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I can't do that on YouTube, can I? Because that's a copyrighted tune. Okay. Power on. Let's go. Oh. Haha. Who can tell me what I forgot to do? And I reminded myself before this, don't forget to do this. Do you happen to know if the Anycubic Mega X has replacement motor drivers like the Mega S? Oh, so silent stepper drivers, you mean? Is that what you're looking for the 2208 or 2209 stepper drivers? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Mega X uses the same motherboard as the Mega S, but check it. Yeah, they should fit. But if you get the, I use on my Anycubic Mega S's, I bought these Arion 2208 stepper drivers. Actually, long story, but there's only 3. There should be 5 here. These were like $12 a set for the drivers. So and the heat sinks and everything are in here. So it should be the same stepper drivers that go on that one, because I'm sure that they use, don't quote me, but I'm sure they use the same motherboard in the Mega X. And Mark Flanagan. Yeah, look at you, 110 volt. So there's a switch on the power. It's on the back. I won't have to show you, but there's a switch on the back here, 220, 110. What I just did is not a big deal. I left it to 220 instead of flicking it to 110. But if you take this to Europe and you do the same thing and go leave it on 110 and then plug it into 220, you're looking at a little bit of a disaster. So let's flick this over 110. Let's try again. And of course we have power. Mark, you win the prize. 32-bit board can't. It's random to which board you end up getting? Really? On the Mega X? Why would it be random? The only printer I've heard of lately where it's hit and miss, sitting on the floor right behind me here, is the Creality CR6 SE. I heard they shipped some with an 8-bit board, and then I heard they shipped some with a 32-bit board. What I have, I don't know. I haven't opened the box yet. That's another build, but that's interesting. But I haven't heard of that on the Anycubic Mega X, that it's sort of a hit and miss on which board you get. So with the Mega S also, well, the Mega S is the ones that I've had. I have 2 currently running at my downtown office, and I had 3. I had various issues with them. I won't get into it now, but all 5 of the ones that I've had experience with have had 8-bit boards, and 12-volt 8-bit boards. So with 12-volt power supplies. So I'm not 100% sure about that. But double check. Anycubic's customer service is pretty decent. You just have to wait because of the time difference to get an answer depending on where you are in the world. But double check with them to make sure. I don't want to give you misinformation. So anyways, okay. So we're going to heat this up. So, oh, I love this screen. Oh, this is nice. Anybody out there have this printer? This is beautiful. Oh, smooth. Oh, but I can't see anything. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, I'm going to peel this off. I don't like doing this because it's kind of cool, but come on. Oh, that's in there tight. Oh, that didn't want to come off. Ooh. Who is it that does that? Oh, it's Chris Neary's again. He calls that peel porn or something. Anyways. But anyways, okay, there we go. Okay, print, prepare. I guess if I looked at this real quick. No, it's going to be kind of obvious. Prepare. Preheat PLA. Okay, we're going to preheat to 260 on the 200 hot end, 60 on the bed, and we can. If I go back, there we go. Okay, good, heating up, and then I'll do the leveling. Well, then I got to actually home and then level. Hey Shane, how you doing? Oh, sorry Chris if I missed you, but thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Have a good night. So I need a piece of paper to level. How about I? Oh, wouldn't this be sweet justice? No. The Anycubic leveling paper that I didn't put back in the printer I sent back. Now that's a bit thick. It's a bit thick. Paper. You know, I own a printing and sign company. You'd think I'd have a piece of paper around here. Let's see. Okay, there we go. A piece of paper from one of my dive instructor books. It's an old book. Check my laser printer. No, I don't. I don't have a laser printer hooked up here anymore. I don't print anything at home anymore. That's so 90s. Okay, so again, I'm going to hit home, but I'm going to tighten this down because this looked pretty loose, and I don't want that nozzle crashing into the bed. So I'm going to righty-tighty to lower this bed a bit. We have a warm bed. Yeah, I'm not going to touch the nozzle. I'll trust that it's warm. And then I'm going to go prepare. And I'm going to go, nope, prepare, auto home. We have movement. X end stop is working, Y end stop is working. Now, I'm always ready, on this case, on the power button, because for some reason that Z end stop limit switch fails, and that nozzle keeps going. I don't want to wreck my bed or my nozzle right off the bat, so hands on the power switch. Dun, 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 dun. Drum roll. No 2D printer. No. And oh, perfect. Hit the Z switch. And good. I got a good 1/8 of an inch gap in there. Okay. Now this said disable steppers. That makes sense. So it's not really semi-automatic leveling. So if I disable steppers, that'll allow me to freely move the bed. And if past experience on other printers or anything, I've got to go around here a few times. So I'm going to just sort of loosen all of these up equally so I make it a little easier on myself. There we go. Same thing as I showed in the Anycubic video. We want just a little bit of resistance in the paper. This side's way too high. There we go. Okay. Oh, again, too high. I'll have to do this all over again when I switch my springs, but no big deal. Okay. Oh, look at that one, almost bang on. Come back. Of course, you're going to be too low. Hey, Laurel, how you doing? You missed the... Oh, gosh, honestly, where's the smoke? No smoke tonight, unfortunately. I didn't have to change. This already has silent stepper drivers in it. And I think everybody here will attest to the fact that I've been saying Z-axis all night. Right, everybody? Z-axis, not... I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to give you the pleasure of hearing me say it. And you watch, I'll slip up. No, I'm not. I'm not. Not at all. How was Rambo? Did you end up watching Rambo? Right now, I'm just attempting to level a bed. What? You retracted it? I think I saw something about a wink. That wink was suspicious. What wink? I wear contact lenses. It's dusty down here. Maybe. Honey, come and dust. No. Okay, I think I've pretty much got this close to being level. Let's try the middle of the bed. That's good. Okay, we have level. That's one of the most patience-trying things you'll do with 3D printing is leveling a bed manually. But as I say now, these things are still, I don't know if you can see, I'm hardly even touching, well, this one's not bad, but I'm hardly even touching this one. And that's so easy to knock out a level, which is why I switch it out for those thick yellow springs. So, okay, let's do an auto home again, double check that leveling, and then we'll throw some, I want to make sure I just follow the instructions. I don't do anything that's going to get me in trouble. Preheat and load the filament and run the test print. Okay, don't need that anymore. Okay, and the homing looks good. So I'm going to raise the Z axis, move Z, and how come you're not moving Z? You should be up 20 millimeters by now. Or unless I have to, okay, so when you move an axis, you have to tell it to move the axis, turn it how far you want to move it, then push the button, then it's going to move. Okay. I got paper marks on my print bed from doing that. So, how about we load some Prusament Galaxy Silver, one of my favorite filaments in the whole wide world. Always cut our filament at a 72.6 degree angle. The Prusament is delicious. It doesn't smell edible, but hey, teach their own oil. Okay, let's get this started. I don't like that there's this is sort of the same that was on my CR10S Pro. Filament goes straight into the extruder without any I don't know what you want to call it. Anyways, it'll get ground off here as it goes, especially on a long print, because it's just going to go sort of directly on an angle. And I'd like to see a piece of Bowden tube out of here or something, but it's very close to the Z rod. Oh, what am I doing that for? That's what this is for. I forget what they call it, but that's what this is for. Let's use the tools they gave us. Well, get on there. There we go. Well, I think I have to disable steppers again. Disable stepper. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's easier. Nice little touch. And let's get some filament extruding. There we go. We have filament. Let's test the extruder. Make sure it's going to work. Move. Extruder. Let's extrude 10 millimeters. 10, go. And we have filament coming out. Good. Man, I wish I had my close-up camera here. But that's okay. Technical difficulties, I'll have it solved for next time. But just imagine there's filament coming out. And according to Loyal, I can eat it. I don't know. I don't see it. I'd rather use it as floss. Okay. We have filament. Let's see what's on the test card. Okay, nice. They've got the. I'd still rather have the full size SD cards, but hey, So we have a micro USB port here, and then the micro SD card slot on the front. I don't know why it's always annoyed me with these that you have to put the micro SD card in upside down. But oh, at least in this one, it doesn't get lost in the frame. One of my first printers, I think CR10S Pro. I put the micro SD card in, pushed, and it fell into the frame of the printer. I had to take the bottom off to get the card out. So I modified that. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we got on here to print. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go print. Let's go back. Print. Okay, here we go. Nothing. Back. Print. Nothing on the card. Maybe I dropped it. Super chat. Well, I don't, Loyal, I don't know. But you know what? Because of what I did to you on Joel's stream, you don't know how many hours of sleep I've lost over that first print, Benchy. I'll send you the first print. Okay? You asked about it, you got it. And I don't know how to set up Super Chat unless you have to have so many subs first. I don't know. I'll look into it. But yeah, so why don't I just go Super Chat? Okay, Moses, you get the first print because you were the highest bidder. Loyal, sorry. Okay, you got it. 1,000 subs first. Yeah, probably. To get a Super Chat? Oh my goodness. That's okay. You know what? I'm not doing this for the Super Chat money anyways, but I'll send it. I will definitely send it. I'll get a hold of you and I'll get your address and mailing information, and we'll do that. Let me see if this, I'm going to try once more. Oh, there we go. Okay, I guess I had to blow the card off because now it's working. Oh, wow, I've got dog, or I've got cat. Dog is a 2-hour print. Cat is a 5-hour print. So how many we have? 10 people on stream. Okay, we're going to do who wants dog and who wants cat. Just type in what you want me to run. My PayPal. It's just my email address. That's my PayPal. Dog, cat. I've already seen the dog. I have a cat nibbling on my foot. So 3 dogs, a cat, and 2 cats. So we have 3 dogs to 2 cats. Well, considering the cat's dog for Al Moses. Oh yeah, well you're buying the print, so you're going to get it. Yes. So you know what? Your votes don't count. Ha! Sorry. That's it. Dog, go. Printing time 0. Oh, I'm going to adjust the heat on this. Because I happen to know that Prusament likes 210 at least. I'm going to go 212. Printing time 0, remaining time 0. Look at that. Well, we're heating up. Let's go, let's go. There we go. Nozzle heating. Take the base of the dog, it's quicker. The base off, well, it's a pre-sliced file on the card. Okay, let me just make sure we're going to get filament coming out. We have a purge line. Let's see, can I do some Z adjust? I got a Z offset on the fly. Look at that. Go a little lower, just a little bit. I'm just adjusting the Z offset a little bit. But I got good adhesion. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, good start. Will all the programs I need come with the printer? No. You need slicing software. I'll talk to you about that offline, but you need slicing software because when you get basically when you download any 3D printing 3D file off of Thingiverse, that's the one I know. There's Prusa has a site for downloading models. You'll get what's called an STL file, and that STL file has to be brought into what's called slicing software. You can get free slicing software. Prusa Slicer, Cura is a popular one. I have Simplify 3D, which I'm not going to get into a conversation about that because you love it or you hate it. I kind of like it. But yeah, there's 2 free ones. You don't have to pay for it. Cura is pretty good. A little bit of a learning curve to it. But yeah, so you have to basically slice the STL file, which tells the 3D printer basically how to print the file. And it'll also show you layer by layer how it's going to print the file. So, but otherwise, yeah, you don't have to purchase anything else when you get the printer. Yeah, right now, so, man, I wish I could bring the camera closer because that is a beautiful first layer. I guess I could bring the camera closer, but I don't want to take it off that minute. I wish I could switch cameras. I'm so annoyed that I couldn't do my planned setup, but said I exceeded my limitations on YouTube, but I'm a YouTube Prime member, whatever you call it. I paid for XSplit software, an annual, actually a lifetime membership for XSplit software, and then when I went to stream, it said, unable to stream, you've exceeded your limitations. I don't get it, so I'm going to look into it. Oh, Loyal, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I will super rush this first print out to you as soon as it's off. Well, not as soon as it's off the bed, because that's going to be at midnight my time. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Wow, that is a gorgeous first layer. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good about this printer, and well it's a first layer, so I'm not going to judge it yet, but that's really nice so far. And it's quiet. The fan, the loudest thing on this is it's probably the power supply fan. And I believe these have Meanwell power supplies in them. I didn't open the bottom to look yet, but let me just see. Oh yeah, that's nice. Is step a different term for slice? Yeah, I don't believe so. No. Well, I can't honestly answer that because I don't know. I don't think so. Step, like as in these are stepper motors, which basically control how many turns each thingamadoober does when it makes the thingamabobber move. You're asking the wrong person. But nah. Well, you know what? Maybe one day I'll be able to add a super chat. Not gonna hold my breath, but maybe. Hey, you never know. If I keep making, stellar content like this, with the same entertainment factor as this, hey, you know what? People need a laugh during these times, so come on and I'll make sure I give it to you, whether it's smoking a motherboard, not figuring out a multimeter, putting a display on the back of the printer instead of the front. I do my best to give everybody a laugh. So, and the scary thing is it's not on purpose. YouTube subscriber farm. No, you know what I need to do? I need to do a giveaway. And I could have 1,000 subscribers for a day. Let's see, what can I give away? Geez. I could give away a slightly used Wham Bam sheet. Yes. No. Everybody comes out of the woodwork for a giveaway. Yeah, this is going to look good. This is going to be one cute puppy. I have no idea what it looks like, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be a cute puppy, but it's going to be a quality puppy because this filament is laying down like, oh my goodness, that first layer is smoother than a baby's bottom. Oh, the second layer, sorry. STL file to step. Oh, step. Okay, give away the big sign on the wall. Are you kidding? This sign has history. I had this sign up in the lobby of my downtown office building for my business. I don't know if you were here when I told the story. We bought this sign with our advertising dollars. That was a $2,500 sign. I think it's cheaper now. Either that or I got ripped off. But it doesn't matter because it was through our advertising budget. And I had it in the lobby of our building. And it was there for a good year and a half until we got a new property manager in, and he said, no, that's not going to work. So we had to take it down and switch it up for a static sign. But the problem it was having in the building too was the security cameras in the building are motion activated during off hours. And our building manager would come in. I knew him quite well. His name was Albert. He'd come in the morning sometimes and say, Tim, you've got to do something about that sign or leave it static overnight, because I was switching messages, right? Like displaying, banner sale, sign sale, whatever. And when it would flick messages, it would trigger the motion activated camera. And then he comes in the morning and says, you had 12 motions triggered. And of course, for security purposes, he has to go watch all those clips of video to see if anybody was in the building. So I think he was glad to see it go. So it sat in the back of my office in the storage room collecting dust for a good 2 years. And then when I set up my studio down here, I said, hey, why not? Like, I mean, it's LED, it's not taking up much power, and I can advertise on it. Yeah, why not? So, but no, I can't give that away. I've got history with that. It's my little baby. Put a timer on the sign? Yeah, I suppose so. But if I left the office early, or I just wanted, it was just for advertising. But we never really got much walk-by traffic anyway, so it's not a big deal. We don't rely on walk-in traffic at all at our business, anyways. It's all word of mouth and referrals. So that's what built us. That's what's built us up for the longest time. Yeah, I don't know. I see what you're saying, Mark. Step. I don't know much. Maybe somebody on chat knows more about step files than me, but I know step files have something to do with 3D printing. I think it is one sort of type of file that you can export a 3D model to, but I don't know why. I'm only familiar myself with STLs, and then the slicer converts the STL into what's called G code. And then basically the G code is whatever, a gazillion lines of code that the printer ends up reading, and it tells the printer exactly where to move, how much filament to extrude, when to retract, et cetera, et cetera. So Xtron XX3971. I would honestly, in my opinion, now that I have set this up and I'm watching this work, I would recommend the Ender 3 Pro. This is the Ender 3 V2. I'm not familiar with the Ender 3 Pro. I don't know what it has in it as far as a motherboard. This has a 32-bit board. Meanwhile, power supply. They've done some nice improvements to this. Beautiful touchscreen. I don't know if the Ender 3 Pro has that, but I would recommend this over the Anycubic, yes, personally, because it comes already with the quiet steppers in it. They've done a great job on this one as far as putting the power supply inside. This is my first time using this, first time building it, so I don't even have a ton of experience. I'm just going by my first impressions right here, which I'm actually quite impressed with. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be simple. It's got the simple standard Creality hot end, which would be pretty simple to swap out if need be, or they're not expensive to replace. I would upgrade the extruder for sure to an all-metal dual gear extruder. And then I know I have to calibrate my E-steps on that, but that's not a big deal. And then the only other things I'm going to do, and I think you were on, is the heavier springs, and I'm going to put these aluminum knobs. Come on now, these aluminum knobs in place of the plastic ones. So, yeah, so far I really, really like this. It's a better experience. I think Anycubic's gone downhill for some reason. I had picked up 4 of the Mega S's recently. I've had one from about a year and a half ago. The one I bought a year and a half ago, it's been running beautifully, flawless. I've had to change a couple hot ends. That's about it. Any issues I've had with it turned out to be my fault with bad leveling or not a clean bed. And then so I decided, because I got a big job in that I had to print that I'm still working on, but I figured, and they went on sale, so I decided I'd buy 4 more. And of the 4, I kept one of them because it's the only one that's really working well. It's downtown at my office printing as we speak. Well, it's probably done by now, but it's been printing nonstop every day for the last 2 weeks or so, and it's been beautiful. The other 3 I found issues with. One of them, the bed, it's their, I forget what the bed surface is called, but your models are supposed to pop right off after it cools, and it does that on my other 2, but on this one, I actually chipped the bed, popping my model off. Even it was cold, like it was ice cold, and it wouldn't come off. And then the other ones, there was issues with the extruder. One of them, smoke came out of it. Don't ask. Actually, I can't blame the printer for that, but don't ask. Yeah, and it wouldn't, and my meter wouldn't work on it. So anyways, no, but right now, from what I'm seeing, I would recommend the Ender 3, this Ender 3, and from what I've heard, the Ender 3 Pro and just the Ender 3 in itself is a decent printer. It seems to be a really good entry-level printer. So the price on this one was really good. This was $359 Canadian, and I bought this at a local store here. Much better price. Amazon, they want over $400 for this, so I couldn't turn down that price. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. I hope I'm saying your name right. XX. Well, I guess XX is just surrounding it. So you're Tron. I'm going to call you Tron. Yeah, go for the V2. I don't know if is the Pro more expensive than the V2. I don't know. I could look that up real quick while we're watching this print. Let me just have a quick look. I'm just on Amazon Canada. Ender 3. Let's see if it comes up under Ender 3. So Ender 3 Pro in Canadian dollars is $349 with a $36 coupon. Wow, that puts it under $300 Canadian for the Ender 3 Pro. It looks like it's got the old 8-bit style board based on the display. Then there's another Ender 3 Pro for $313. Ender 3 itself, just the old Ender 3, is $275. And where's the Ender 3 V2 in here? The Ender 3 V2, okay, they've come down since I looked last. $396 for the V2. Based on Ender 3 Pro, I just want to see if it's a 32-bit or a 8-bit board. It's not saying, where is it? I don't know what the difference between the Ender 3 and the Ender 3 Pro were, other than perhaps upgrade the power supply. Oh, the Ender 3 Pro's got that flexible, I don't even have one around, I threw them all out. The Ender 3 Pro looks like it has this flexible magnetic bed on it, which is not like, it's not like your typical magnetic bed like a Wham Bam. And I remember getting that particular bed with my Creality CR20 Pro, and they were garbage in my honest opinion. So based on what I just see here for the difference in price, $355 for the Ender 3 Pro, or Ender 3 V2 I said was $396. I picked it up for $359. So, you know, weighing all those, I'd go for one of these again. I picked up two of these anyways, but I would definitely, if this performs the way I think it's going to perform, and it looks like it's performing, I would pick up another one too if I were to get a third one. Are you in the U.S., Tron? Are you in Canada, U.S., or outside North America? Yeah, I agree with you, non-fam. Yeah, the V2 for the, if the difference is little, which is, what was it, 20, 30 bucks. Oh, you're in Canada, you're in Alberta. Well, so am I. This, if you look up spool3d.ca, they have these for $359, and they offer free shipping within Canada. They had 13 or 14 when I looked and bought mine, and as of today, they had 9 left or 8 left. Let's see. Spool 3D, you've probably heard of Spool 3D. And those guys there are great as far as service and help. So, mind you, the community is amazing for help. So, Ender 3 V2, $359 plus tax. And oh, they're out of stock now, but they probably will be getting some in. They had 13 of these yesterday. So just check with them when they're going to get them back in stock. But $359 is a great price for this. I'm not surprised that they're gone already. So I guess I was lucky to get what I got while I got what I get. I get what I got while I got what I got, and whatever. You haven't heard of them? Okay, yeah, look them up. Spool 3D. They're in Calgary, in South Calgary, and they do ship everywhere. Minimum order, but the $359 falls within their minimum order for free shipping within Canada. I never checked. Let me check one more location. You've probably heard of filaments.ca, because they sell printers as well, but I don't know if they sell Creality. No, that's where I got my Flash Forge from. And no, they don't sell Creality. The lowest price printer they sell, oh gosh, it's probably my Flash Forge. No, lower than that. Yeah, the lowest price printer they sell is a Dremel for $2,500. Okay, yeah. And then one more place. Let me check one more place for you, since we are waiting for the K9 to print. Well, if you're still on here, Loyal, I got notification from, fingers crossed, that they don't steal it at the border. I should have it hopefully sometime next week, and I'm already designing a, I don't know what you're going to call it, but I'm already designing a mount, a trophy stand, whatever you're going to call it, and it's going to say SS Loyal on it. It's going to be mounted on that. That's going to be the centerpiece of my display. Yes, sir. And I will send a picture of it. I'll send a picture of it when I get it done, and I'll send you a picture for sure. 3dprintingcanada.com. Let me see what they have and what they're charging. CR20 Pro, stay away from that as far as you can. It looks like, yeah, their Ender 3 V2 is sold out, and they're charging $375. So yeah, that price at Spool 3D Local is great. It's the lowest I've seen. So Yeah, check with them and see if they're going to get them back in. Ender 5S 469, 5S, or Ender 5s. Looking good. That's quite the infill pattern. Unless that's a raft. No, that's not a raft. Where's that at, Mark? The Ender 5 for 469. But Ender 5's got a little bigger build volume on the Z, I believe. But it's going to be the same 235 by 235 X and Y as this one does. Ender 5 is a big printer as far as the space it takes up, and I'm not a fan of the way that it's a I forget what they call the Ender 5, where the build platform moves up and down, and X and Y are on the same plane. But anyways, it's a little different that way. But the one flaw that I find that they have is that there's not enough support for their for the print bed. Yeah, 220, 220, 300, black Ender 5 at computer cut. 220 by 220, I think it's 235, 235. But anyways, it's the same build, same bed size as this one. Ender 5, I'm not saying it's not a good printer. It has a few flaws. I have one downtown. I've modified it to death. Right now it's running a Hemera direct drive on it. It's running well with the Hemera on it as well, but I'm struggling with the firmware with Marlin, because if you take so here's the build plate. This is the size of the Ender 5 build plate, and if you take a print, let's take this. This is not the SS Loyal, but I think the SS Loyal is going to be about as big as this. Maybe I'll dub this SS Loyal too and send this to you as well. Anyways, so if I ask the Ender 5 to print in the middle of the build plate, it's printing over here. Well, maybe not exaggerate, but maybe right here. So sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I have to shift the build plate over. So it's something to do with Marlin, with the way I've set it up. I thought I set it up right. I don't know Marlin well enough to configure it, but what I'm running on it now, it's working, even if it's a little off center. One day I'll fix it, but yeah, but that's what's happening now, and that's just my lack of knowledge in setting up Marlin for how it should be. But it works. But the Hemera was a great addition to it, for sure. Yeah, it's a good printer, but I think if you're on a budget, you know, and again, depending on your space as well, because it takes up a little more space than this does overall, as far as the, well, maybe not, I don't know. But, yeah, you're gonna have too many Benchies. You can never have too many Benchies. I've got a few here that I've just started collecting recently. I threw a bunch out. No, I didn't. I have a drawer full of them actually somewhere. You have Benchies, but do you have big Benchies? This one was a filament I tested, and this is an excellent Benchy except for the smokestack. It had cooling issues on the smokestack. This is Pet G. Everything on it was, I mean, it's flawless. No stringing. The overhangs are great, but the smokestack has, I don't know. All I can say is it's ugly. It's a poor smokestack, but it had cooling issues on the smokestack for sure. So either that, or it was going too fast, or who knows. That was run on the FlashForge Creator 3 with black Pet G. And sort of a no-name. It was a Pet G that I was sent to try out. Canada Computers for filament. I don't know if I would you go to a filament store to buy a computer? I suppose so. I'd be curious to know what brand. Is it a house brand, or are they selling name brand filaments? Smokestack clips into the box behind the cabin. Does? Oh. Is that what that box is for? I thought that box was for fresh fish. Like there should be a top on that and put little ice cubes in it. 3D print some transparent filament, little ice cubes, and then a little box, and then that's for their fresh fish catch. Well, Mark, I'm kind of a micro sun and ESS filament, also 2 benchies docked together. They do? Shut the door. So if I take these 2 benchies, am I going to be wowed? How old were you when you knew that you could dock 2 benchies together? Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to go grab all my benchies and color coordinate them. Oh my goodness. Was this by design, do you think? Who else knows about this? We got to keep this quiet. Wow. Wow, hang on. Oh. 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 I thought I had more benchies. Hold on. Whoa. I thought I had more benchies. But hey, I think this benchy, 2 behind my PC, 2 more? Oh, I didn't see that second one. Gold and blue go together? No, no, no. Gold and black. This, are you ready? Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get in the right hole. That's what she said. Come on. Oh, oh, I can't get it in. Ah, I love that. It's like one benchy is towing in another benchy because it's having engine problems. Okay, blue and green. Why not? Oh, come on, come on. Get in, get in. You got to do it. Oh, that is satisfying. Benchy yin yang. Yeah, I like it. That's what we're going to do. Benchy yin yang. Okay. I don't think these are compatible. My yellow benchy, my yellow giant benchy is bigger than my black giant benchy. Let's see. No, not going to work. They're not compatible. They're sad benchies. They're lonely benchies. I need to find you guys mates. Wow. Yes. Thanks, Shane. You've given me something else to obsess over. Now you know I got to print these benchies mates, but you know I have no freaking clue the percentage that I output these. So I'm going to be printing benchy after benchy after benchy until they fit. I got to order more filament. Super chain is awesome. I agree. Man. Mika. You and me both, Mika. Okay. I like that. Okay. This is my new. Oh, this is cool. Anyways, I love this fidget spinner I printed. I got this somewhere. I'm sure everybody's made that. That's a print in place piece. This was one of my first prints ever on, I think, the CR10S Pro. Spin top. This was this actually works pretty cool. This was Maker's Muse. I'm terrible. Maker's Muse design or whatever. The spin top. When you spin it fast enough, it actually whistles. But you need the actual string for it, or the launcher. That's pretty cool. I have fun with that sometimes if I'm really bored and I just want to watch something. So then another thing I found was this really cool. I don't remember what that's called. Nautilus gear, I believe. It's a really cool piece, kind of mesmerizing. And of course, everybody prints Marvins. Almost everybody. Marvin can sit on the top of the T-Rex. Marvin can fall on the floor. But the heck with that, and the heck with that, this is cool. This is too cool. ANET, Robo, ICANN, MakerBot, FlashForge, filaments. MakerBot I've used. I like MakerBot. I thought I had a couple boxes here. No. That's Raise 3D. Those are Raise 3D, but I have heard MakerBot's good. I'm kind of a filament snob. I spend, let me look just for fun. I want to make sure before I speak out of school. Let me look. Prusa printers. I never know their website. There we go. Shopprusa3d.com. So I'm a filament snob. Self-admitted. I like to buy Prusa filament because I personally think it's one of the best filaments in the market. And I don't think it's one of the most expensive filaments on the market for what you get. For the amount of failures that I've had on it, which is next to nothing. Don't fail me now. No, that wouldn't be too funny because this is Moses' puppy, Loyal's puppy that's printing. Loyal's puppy printing. Loyal's puppy printing. The tongue twister. Filament. Prucement. So these rolls, this is the, whatchamacallit, silver. My computer's screaming at me. Right now they have a sale on their PLA, $23.74 roll. A filament snob. Yes, I am. I'll admit it. $23.74. So I'm not going to talk about shipping right now because my math. So that's $23.74 US. So that's like $500 Canadian. No, $23.74 times. We're at about 135 right now. So $32 a roll Canadian for Prucement. Now you got to pay shipping on top of that, but if you buy 10 rolls, Filamentum 3D, Prima and Prucement. Yeah, Filamentum I've heard is very good as well. So if I go to Prusa and I say I love this Galaxy Black. Galaxy Black is a sexy, well, I shouldn't say that. It's an incredible color. So I'm going to go to Galaxy Black just because I'm going to add 10 of them to my cart because you never just buy one roll of filament when you're shipping it from Czech Republic. Add to cart. I hope I don't accidentally hit checkout. Well, I have 19 items in my cart. Obviously, I've got stuff in my cart that I either did or didn't intend to buy before. Let's have a peek. What other 19 items? Oh, lipstick red filament I was going to get. Oh, this is a cart that I've saved. I have a Prusa Mini in my cart. I have a Prusa Mini in my cart. I've been talking with Loyal too much. I don't know why I put a Prusa Mini in my cart. That's a sign. Okay, well, let's take it out for now. Let's take the Mini out. I just want. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, 18 rolls of filament. Okay. Shipping. Okay, so 18 rolls of Prusament. Now, I know not everybody can afford to buy 18 rolls of Prusament at the same time, but hey, just imagine if you get together with a bunch of people in your area and gang buy, or group buy, if you want to call it. That's probably sounds better. So that's $428 US. Oops, $428 plus shipping for those 18 rolls is only $122 equals. So we're speaking $550. Remember 18 because my brain. Smart people have minis in their carts. I'll just leave it in the cart then. I have one in the. Actually, I have one's in the hospital. I'm still. My part should show up any day now. It's the thermostat, the hot end thermostat, but they actually rush carrier it out to me by DHL. So amazing company. $550 US times 1.35. Oops. So we're speaking $742 Canadian. There's going to be a bit of duty, but duty schmoody. It's not that much usually with DHL, and they ship by DHL, which is great. So 742 divided by 18, $41.25 a roll shipped for Prusament. Oh, okay. It's cheapest to buy 2 rolls at a time versus like 20 rolls or something. But yeah, $41 a roll. So the average decent roll of filament in Canada, and people others on chat here are going to tell you that you can get it cheaper, and you can. Some decent filaments out there, but most of the good filaments are in the U.S. And I think, and they're made in the U.S. The good ones, other than Prusa, which is made in the Czech Republic, they make it right there at Prusa. If you go on YouTube and look up Google Prusa and watch some of their videos and how they make their stuff, it's incredible. It'll make you a filament snob, just like me. But you can get good filaments in the U.S. for a really good price, but the cost to ship them up here, it's crazy. It's cheaper for me, less expensive for me to buy filament from Prusa, have it shipped from the Czech Republic here than it is for me to buy Prusament in the U.S. or filament in the U.S. and have it shipped here. Good filament. So, but for the extra average, I pay if I buy like Arion, their silk filaments. I really like. They're $33 a roll. So for the extra $10, I'm getting this roll. I can pretty much, if you look at the way this filament is spooled, I mean, it is spooled perfectly compared to, and I'm preaching to the choir here, but Mark, you're new to this. Now, if you look at the way this is spooled, okay, which is what most of the, not most, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of your quote-unquote cheap filaments are going to come spooled like that, which is not a big deal if they're not tangled, versus being spooled like that. So I think I just hit the microphone. Sorry, anybody who's wearing headphones. For me, the $9 or $10 extra for the peace of mind, for the quality, the colors are stellar, and the color consistency is great, and the consistency of the filament from beginning to the end of the roll is. Just ask anybody who uses Prusa. So, anyways, that's my filament snob speech for the night. So where'd I put my glasses? Oh, right here. If they're not on my head, I lose them. Their spooling is, oh, it's fascinating to watch their machines. The machines run, and apparently they're increasing their production and adding more equipment and all this stuff. So Maker bought 3D printer PLA filament black, $88.75 a kilogram. Where's that? You gotta be, go on Amazon and you'll find, you can find filament PLA a kilogram for $150, but I don't know who would buy that. I don't know how they can think they can sell it for that. And nice. I've heard of that Jesse PLA is supposed to be really good. So, but again, for me to get that up from the U.S., I'd love to try it, but it's just not worth the price to ship it. I just baked some chocolate chip cookies and done the dishes. Oh, did you, Jerry? Nice. Can you do me a favor and super chat me some chocolate chip cookies? Like maybe pretend, and I'll just pretend to smell them. I'll pretend to taste them. So, yeah, there's a lot of filaments I want to try, but they're just so expensive. Super chat cookies. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm going to wash that down with a little bit of water. Thank you, Loyal. Like I sent, when Dan did his giveaway, I not a big deal. I volunteered. They did one of the draws was for a spool of filament from filaments.ca, and it ended up they kept spinning and they kept picking U.S. winners, and it was supposed to be a Canada only thing, and there wasn't a lot of Canadians in the draw at the time. And I, for some reason, I typed and I said I will pay the shipping for a U.S. winner, and I did. And so they sent me a spool of filament from filaments.ca. It was a spool of their eco filament black or whatever. 23 Canadian dollars spool of filament. Anybody want to guess how much it cost me to ship it to Texas? So yeah, Canada to US, US to Canada. I don't know why it's so expensive, but yeah. Filamentum. Again, man, you guys have it so good down there with all the different varieties of filament you can get. We're kind of stuck up here with as far as buying local, so with a few decent brands, but again, you got to pay to get what you pay for. Tron, did I spend 30 Canadian to ship it down there? No, a little higher, and I get really good shipping rates. I through my business, I use ShipTime. It's a Costco thing, and I get actually excellent shipping rates, and I ship to DHL, 39 Canadian dollars to ship down a roll of $23 filament. But that's here nor there, right? It was, I figured it was a decent thing to do. That way they could move on. Somebody down there won it, and you know, it's like, oh, I'm not Canadian, so I figured, oh, what the heck. So, and then the other stuff, I'd given away the Wham Bam Heat Hot Box. That shipped. I don't remember where that shipped, but that cost a little penny to ship. And then the I forget the other thing I gave away. Anyways, yeah, but it's just crazy to ship stuff these days. I really don't get it. And it's all by weight, really. The size makes a little bit of a difference, but it's usually by the weight. And a roll of filament for the size it is pretty heavy. So a kilogram at least. Oh God, more entertainment. Yeah, a good show today, Jerry. By the way, and you know what? I never win anything, so it was like, well, I shouldn't say I never win anything. I rarely win anything, so it was like, yes. So I'm excited about that. Fortunately, I do have a friend in New Jersey, so that's going to go to New Jersey, which is on the opposite side of the country of me. It's just below Ontario, and then it's going to come back to me. But again, it's not going to be that expensive to ship, I'm sure. Media mail is cheaper, but I don't know out of the country. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could have probably sent the School of Filament by Canada Post, but and it probably would have been a fair bit less expensive. But then it wouldn't. There would be no tracking. And because this was a prize somebody had won and I wanted to ensure they got it, I wanted tracking information and I wanted to make sure that I was notified when it was received at that end. So, yeah. Filamentum. I'm going to look that up real quick and see if I can get that on Amazon. Filamentum. I don't think I spelled it right. Oh, there we are. Filamentum CPE Extra Fill Ice Green Transparent. Oh, that's 2.85 millimeter. Filamentum Extra Fill. Holy crap. Holy crap. I can get Filamentum on Amazon.ca. Wow. Okay, I'm curious what you guys pay down there in the States for a roll of Filamentum. Although Maker Viking, you're getting it in Norway, aren't you? $70 on Amazon. $70 for a 750-gram roll of Filamentum. It better taste better than Prusa. Okay. Oh, that's the stone base for the puppy. And now the little puppy's feet are printing. Oh, cool. I've seen this print that had half the talent to paint like that. I mean, I'm afraid to pick up a brush. Maybe someday I'll try it. Hey, Jerry, did you know? You want to see what we learned tonight? Because I feel you should know. Did you know that you can mate benchies? Did you know that benchies were meant to stack? Ready? You ready for this? Just like that. Man, I'm not going to sleep tonight thinking about that. Oh, I wonder if anybody has tried. Okay, new contest. We're going to see my next live stream. I'm going to try and print some benchies, and we're going to see how many benchies I can stack up on top of one another. We're going to have a contest. Yeah, I'm going to think of a contest. A benchy stacking contest. Imagine. You ruin benchies for people. Why? Because of the stacking thing? No. It's all a matter of physics. Math and calculations. Look at that. 4 mini benchies holding up 2 biggie benchies. I wonder what the biggest benchy ever printed was. Print a custom logo for the little guy. Little benchy? Or for Ethan? Okay, benchies, come on. Enough playing. Ooh, benchies. A new game to market? What, stacking benchies? I guess I could do that, but I don't know what are the copyright things like on benchies. Can I print benchies and sell them in a game set? Is it free license on benchies, or would I just have to maybe redesign the smokestack or something? Oh, Maker Viking, yeah, 600. Oh man, I'll buy the first print. Although Loyal will probably outbid me. Okay, Mika, thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. I hope you hit my like button and subscribe. This way or this way? I think it's this way. So I really appreciate you popping in. Hope you had fun. Damn autocorrect. Lego. Custom logo. Lego. Yeah, you can print Lego. But hey, what about a Benchy with a Lego base on it? So that you can build a Lego thing and then pop a Benchy with Lego feet. That's almost as good as that. Uh-huh. Okay, we're going to play Stack the Benchies next time I'm on. Yep. Well, little Loyal's coming along pretty good. Oh, he's got a cute tail. Wow. That tail printed amazing. So far, I like what I'm seeing with this printer. So, yeah, I'm impressed. I was a little hesitant to buy an Ender 3, V2 or whatever, but yeah, so far I'm impressed. But I'd like to know what this hole up here is for. There's one, you can just see the tip of it right there. There's one hole in that Z extrusion there. I don't know what that's for. Unless I missed something in the instruction book that I cut away, but yeah. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see. Right there. Right here. Oops. That's not big enough for you guys to see. Maybe this guy. Yeah. Right there. There's a big hole right there through that one. But the instructions said nothing about anything going in that hole. And I can't imagine you'd want anything in that hole because, yeah, for obvious reasons. Oh man, I promised myself I wouldn't stay up late tonight because the dog got me up at 3 in the morning. 2:45 in the morning yesterday. I think he ate something he shouldn't have. Anyways, I had a hard time getting back to sleep. I don't remember printing this yellow Benchy. I obviously did, but it's not a bad looking Benchy either. This must have been on the Ender 5. No spare parts. Yeah, there's spare, for this printer, I got a spare nozzle, a spare Bowden tube coupler, and a clip, the little blue clip that holds the coupler closed so that the Bowden tube doesn't slip out. And there are 3 spare screws. Not that I'll ever, I think these are not necessarily meant to be spare screws. These are, man, Tim, you always drop things and can't find it screws, because, you know, when you drop a screw right below you, it ends up 40 feet away. So, but hey, ooh, look at this drawer. Oh, where'd all the stuff go? Where'd all the stuff go? Here it is. So drawer, since I'm going to keep this printer, definitely keeping this printer. So you also get, I guess I should show you, you also get a nice box, like a piece of cardboard. The heck with it. Some nice little snippers. And ask anybody in this chat, and I'll guarantee you that, I can't go get the rest, but I guarantee you people have at least, 10 pairs of these snippers. Any maker, ask any maker how many pairs of these they got. The number should be close to 10. So we can put the snipper in there. After you finish building your printer, sometimes it's hard on the back because you've been standing a lot. So they're nice enough. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. They're nice enough to give you an acupuncture needle, so that wherever, if you have lower back pain after you build your printer, self-acupuncture. Guaranteed to heal the pain. Or, if you're really creative, you can use that to clean out your nozzle in case your nozzle gets clogged. I would recommend the latter, unless you're trained. And you get all these tools. So you get a wrench, which is going to be good for your nozzle and your Bowden tube couplers and anywhere else that's wrenchy on the printer. Then you're going to get a tiny little screwdriver, which to this day, I've gotten these with other printers, and to this day I've never used, don't know what it's for. That's the nozzle wrench. That's the wrench for the nozzles. And then you get a variety of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ball end and solid end Allen keys for various sizes and whatever you may need to take apart and put whatever in your printer. These tiny ones generally is reserved for any grub screws. So you're going to have a grub screw in your extruder, wherever else there's a grub screw. Are there any other grub screws that tiny other than on the extruder? I don't know. On the extruder here? Anyways, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. And then they give you some zip ties, obviously to help with cable management, but I'll work on that after, but to me that's not bad. The way they've run these cables is excellent. So yeah, so I'll just throw those zip ties in there. Look at this. Come on, whoa. Maybe I won't throw them in there. And just like that. Ready? Ready? Where'd all my tools go? That's what I'm going to do one day. I'm going to be looking for something and totally forget about that drawer. And I have, and then you get the handy dandy scraper, which the way this bed is supposed to work, the print's stuck to the bed pretty good now, but when the bed cools off, you should just be able to pop it off. But so, and again, I can't count how many scrapers I've got. So, but yet, the scraper won't fit in the drawer. So, but these spare parts will fit in the drawer. I bet these spare parts will fit in here. Look at that. Look at that. The little things that excite me at 11:30 at night. Okay. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. You need more of those cutters. That is a genius tool slot, isn't it? That's great. I mean, it took them this long to think of it. 4, 5 extra plastic bags to add to my plastic bag collection. Well, that one's too big. What you do is you fold it. You fold it. I'm going to be on that show Hoarders one day, and you're going to walk into a room full of these plastic bags. I won't be able to get to anything. And I'm going to not want to let them go. Oh, I missed one. The springs and the metal extruder thingy. Oh, Amazon. If you go to Amazon.ca and just Google or look up, let me see, 3D, I'm doing it right now, 3D printer springs. Yeah, so just go to Amazon and look up 3D printer springs, and you're going to get loads of it. You can get a kit which gives you 6 springs, 2 extras obviously, and 4 of these knobs, 4 of these for $22.99 Canadian. That's Prime free delivery. Or you can get 10 springs for $11. There's lots to choose from there, and they're all going to be pretty much. Just make sure you get the yellow springs, and look at the reviews too on them, and it'll pretty much give you a hint as to which ones are decent. But yeah. So just go ahead and Google 3D printer springs on Amazon.ca. I'm going to put some links in the bottom of this video probably tomorrow, because once I'm done here, it's going to be sleepy time for me. And I got these, I don't remember. But you can also, these are the dual gear all metal extruders, aluminum extruders that I'll end up replacing. I'm going to leave this one on until it gives me a problem. But again, if you just Google dual gear extruder on Amazon, you can find all sorts of generic brands. But again, you don't go for the cheapest because it is what it is. So, and then you can also get the all metal extruder, which is still the single gear one. I have 6 of these, and I don't know why. So maybe I'll give these away in a giveaway. $5 part, $20 shipping. Gee, I'm a good businessman. And we'll add these to my growing collection of zip ties. Pooch is almost done. We're on Pooch's head. Could that be a hole for a zip tie? This, you mean, oh, where is it? Where is it? I can't find the hole. Story of my life. This here? Are you asking if this could be a hole for a zip tie? I don't see why. To tie, you can't, you're not going to tie the cable to it because it needs to free flow. Yeah, I don't know why that hole's there. I'm going to have to investigate that. I'll have to post that on the Creality Ender 3 V2 Facebook group and see how many different answers I get. I'm positive I didn't miss anything in the instruction manual, so it's not falling apart. Oh, Ender 3 and Pro power supply. That would make sense, because you would screw it in from here and it would mount to the back. Yeah, and all they did was, instead of reinventing the wheel, they just used the same rails. Yeah. Yep. Tron is correct. That is, it's a conversation starter, really, when you think about it. Because, you know, we've already done the Benchy talk. We've already talked about the smoke. We've already talked about Rambo. We've already talked. So we just need to find some new things to talk about while we wait for this guy to finish. What's the timer on this guy say? Four minutes left. 4 minutes, and your puppy is born, Loyal. He is so cute. Do I have to sign the bottom of him or something? Or bottom layer? I don't know. Send the certificate of authenticity? Oh, I know what I'll do. I shall. How many first prints have done this? There we go. You get a picture of your first print puppy being born. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie. It's the best Christmas movie in history. Yippee-ki-yay. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay, I shall sign the bottom of it. And I'll have my stickers ready by then too, so I'm going to send you some DeWitt 3D stickers. DeWitt 3D. Think it, make it. DeWitt 3D. I've definitely got a face for radio and a voice for, I don't know where I was going with that. Time remaining is 0. That was only 1 hour and 10-minute print. So that's not bad. Oh. Okay, now I think I need to get a camera close to this. I think you can see the puppy's brains. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I don't know if you can see on the wall right there. This is my sticker wall. Right there, Jerry. I have you, I have Wham Bam, I have Thron Max, I have Capricorn, I have somebody. This is going to be my sticker wall, and it will go with me everywhere. Puppy's printed, and I don't. Let me look on this side. Let me move this camera out of the way. Okay, well, let me see. Whoops. Fat Man will be the new Die Hard Christmas movie. I've not heard of it. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to do something here. Can I pop this off? No. Anyways, we'll show you. But I think for some reason it completed. but I don't think the G code was complete. So you're going to have quite a unique first print here, Loyal. I'm touching the puppy's brains right there. For some reason, he didn't get a skull, but he's cute anyways. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to open that G code and see what happened. But yeah, I see puppy brains. So there we go. We have a decapitating now too. Well, he looks happy. He's probably on some drugs of some sort, but it's just the top of his head. Like I'm touching his brains. So something happened there. I'm going to have to try Benchy or something, but I want to check out that G code and see what happened. Alien 3D UFO box later. Okay. A Z issue. Puppy brains. So he's going to be unique. Yeah, I'll have to check and see what happened there. But yeah, but that's excitement. See, I mean, I did say in my, if anybody didn't listen to my promo ad for this stream, go to my channel and watch the promo ad because I do this really neat voice. But I did say it would be entertaining. And so what a better way to finish an entertaining stream than puppy brains. So I will get this off to you, Loyal. I'll contact you and find out where to send it. You have my email. You can actually just email me and let me know where to send it, and we'll do that. Zed, you're going to name your puppy Zed. Did I say Zed? Ugh! I did, didn't I? You've got to name it Zed in my honor. You have to. Okay? Or Z. No, don't name it Zed. That's a perfect name for a puppy with brains showing. So, anyways, thank you everybody who's watching. I appreciate you guys sticking with me through this. Very appreciated, Loyal. Thank you for your super chat. That's greatly appreciated. And the super chat cookie. Oh boy, I don't want to. Zed the puppy. I love it. We have Zed the puppy. Oh boy. Who? Shane. Shane, if you're still on. Shane, thank you for opening my eyes to a new discovery and giving me an idea for a new contest. I'm going to think about that. I might not even sleep tonight. Zed, idea for a new oh my, you know what? I make t-shirts. Loyal, let me know your t-shirt size because you might get an extra surprise along with Zed the puppy. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging in. Much appreciated. First print to Loyal, of course, and keep an eye out for me. I'm going to be streaming again, hopefully soon. I've got a Creality Ender CR6 SE to print or to build and to work with, which should be just as fun as this one was. So yeah, thanks, Jerry. You take care. Maker Viking, Loyal, Shane, Non-Fam, Mark, thank you for hanging in. Who am I missing? Tron, my good old Alberta buddy. And who else am I missing? I think I got everybody here. Maker, Loyal. Everybody have a wonderful night. Sleep well, and we will catch you on the flip side. Tell your friends about my channel. Like and subscribe, please. That'd be great. And everybody have a wonderful sleep. Thank you very much. And have a great night. And say goodnight to Zed the puppy. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.